Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hit that on the show. I hit that on the show. However, by many scale and welcome to my YouTube channel, and that's it. What's up? This is Guest Sports Talk back in the video, back in another Splash video, and that's it. But anyways, so let's get started. And we're at Game 46 of the 2025-2026 Tournament Blues regular season, and that's it. But anyways, so let's get started. So yeah, and unfortunately the Tournament Blues lost to the new Utah Mammoth with the score was 6-1 final score in Salt Lake City, Utah, and that's it. But anyways, so let's get started. Oh my God! Now lost to the Utah Mammoth 6-1 final score. Now this is brutal. Now Mitch Marner will be on those San Antigans defense Golden Knights. Oh boy, that was brutal. Not minor. But anyways, so let's get started. The tournament should not lose to the Utah Mammoth in Salt Lake City, Utah, and that's it. They did anyways. You got pulled by the Utah Mammoth 6-1 and final 6-1 final score, and got destroyed by the Utah Mammoth 6-1 final score. But anyways, so let's get started. What the fuck, man? We lost to the Utah Mammoth 6-1 final score. But anyways, let's get started. And let's watch the game. So let's go. Alright. Oh my God. Okay, let's start the recap. But anyways, so let's go. Alright, in the first period, with 3 minutes and 22 seconds in the first period, Michael Canson scores for the Utah Mammoth. It says Nick Schmidt and Romano, and Utah's up 1-0 in the first period. So yeah. The end of the first period. Alright, in the second period, with 5 minutes and 26 seconds in the second period, during conference scores for the Utah Mammoth, it says Jake McBlain in Cole, and the score was 2-0 in the second period by Utah. So yeah. In 6 minutes and 44 seconds in the second period, David Golfer scores again for the Utah Mammoth. It says Jake McBlain, and Utah's up 3-0 in the second period. So yeah. And 15 minutes and 25 seconds in the second period, JJ Butker scores for Utah. It says Bart and in Cole, and the score was 4-0 in the second period. So yeah. In the third period, and starts off the third period game with 3 minutes and 30 seconds in the third period. Kiriakos scores for the Tournament Blues. It says over Megler Lawson, and the score was 4-1 in the third period. So yeah. In 13 minutes and 29 seconds in the third period, Jake McBlain scores for Utah. It says Darren Gonfer and Michael Canson, and the score was 5-1 in the third period. And the last game of the night was 16 minutes and 54 seconds in the third period. Bart scores for Utah Mammoth. It says Hayton and JJ Parker, and the score was 6-1 in the third period. And so that's the recap. So yeah, that was suck, man. And the game's over with the score was 6-1, and that's it. So that sucks. Oh my God. And the tournament record is 23-16-7, and the Utah Mammoth are 23-20-4, and that's it. Alright. That's the recap. Okay. Damon Goffers had 2 goals and assists, and Jake McBlain had a goal and 2 assists, and the Utah Mammoth beat the Tournament Blues 6-1 on Tuesday night. That sucks. Darren Bart, JJ Butker, and Michael Canson each had a goal and assist. Alright, in assists. And Inco each had 2 assists, and Barrett Hayton had a assist for Utah, which extended the point streak to 4-0-1, and Corin Falca had 19 saves. Alright, 19 saves. Alright, 19 saves. Well, getting his NHL reading 21st win. Alright. Kevin Cook scores as the 20 snap 4-game win streak and 10 game point streak. And Dennis will be finished with 34 saves. Alright, that sucks, man. As fuck, and that's it. Garver scored his 2 goals just 118 apart early in the second period. The fastest back-to-back goals by a single player in Mammoth franchise history pushed Utah's lead to 3-0, shoved the shooting forward West Utah with 23 goals on the season. So yeah, that's it. Alright. And Parker made a 4-goal lead with 4.5 minutes remaining in the second before local players Franca shut up belt with 3:30 into the third. So yeah. And Midbrand but scored 3:25 or point late in the third to cap the scoring. So yeah. And Kansas scores the first goal 3:22 into the game with one off the cross ice pass from Nick Schmidt. Kansas was scored just north of Toronto. He scored Utah's opening goal in the last 3 matchups. So yeah. And Sean Dorsey had caught on his face after curling with Austin Matthews in the second period, but returned to the skid in the third. So yeah, alright. And late in the first period, the Saints had a score, but officials whistle a face-off was the puck was still free. What the? And up next, Toronto at Vegas on Thursday against Mitch Marner and the first Golden Knights, and that's it. And Utah hosts Dyers on the Thursday night for a 7-game homestand. So yeah. So yeah, that's it. Alright. So guys, when Timmy Cassishable does the Tormey's got a 6-1 loss to the Utah Mammoth, 6-1 final score. Yeah, final score. Okay, final score. Timmy in the Cassishable wow. And that's it. Alright, with the gentlemen, so thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thanks for watching on my show, and that's it. And be sure to like on my show, and that's it. I will see you next time in the next video on my YouTube channel. Say what's bye for now, and peace, and have a good night. Fuck this shit, man. Peace.